Firstborn Athletics.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Glenn. This is Firstborn Athletics. Let's get into today's video. On this channel, I've done a ton of videos on fasting and intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is something that I've incorporated into my own lifestyle for years and years. Certainly longer than I've been on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube about 2.5 years. I've been incorporating intermittent fasting, I'd say maybe close to 10 years into my own lifestyle. A lot of times people are talking about fasting and intermittent fasting because they're talking about fat loss or weight loss. Now, while they can be used for that reason, and we'll get further into that later in the video, a lot of times I feel people are missing out on the other benefits that intermittent fasting does have. And it does have a multitude of benefits. So I wanted to talk about that today. I always do my best to present information in an easy to understand, easy to digest way, whether that's here on YouTube or on Instagram. So talking about the benefits of intermittent fasting, let's talk about MTOR. MTOR is a pathway that helps control cell growth. When you lower your MTOR, you're encouraging repair and maintenance in the body. Now, a lot of people believe that MTOR plays a role in longevity, and intermittent fasting is a way that you regulate your MTOR, so it only makes sense that intermittent fasting is beneficial for your health and longevity. So, while intermittent fasting can aid in fat loss, it's not just a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. In other words, just because you're fasting, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to lose fat. It's always going to be calories in, calories out. So let's just say you're on a diet where in order to lose fat, you need to eat 2,100 calories a day. If you are intermittent fasting and you eat 4,000 calories a day, guess what? You're still going to put on fat. It doesn't matter. So a lot of times I just feel that intermittent fasting, people look at it as some sort of band-aid to where they can intermittent fast and then, eat whatever they want. That's not true. So it's something to focus on, folks. Calories in versus calories out. Intermittent fasting is not always going to guarantee fat loss. It's always going to depend on the amount of calories that you are taking in versus what's going out. One thing I will say as far as a benefit of intermittent fasting when you are aiming for fat loss is that you don't have as much time in the day to eat. So for example, if you wake up maybe at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you're not having your first meal till 1 in the afternoon, and then your last meal around 8 or 9 at night, you just have that 8-hour window to eat, as opposed to someone who's waking up and they're just eating for, Lord knows how many hours, and it's just a free-for-all. So intermittent fasting does give you that smaller window to eat. So a lot of people feel like that's something that helps them focus on fat loss since there isn't as much time to eat in the day. So is fasting going to help for fat loss? Yes and no. It's all going to depend on your calories, guys. So don't use intermittent fasting as a band-aid. Look at it more for health benefits. That's really something I'd like people to start focusing on. And that's really my takeaway message with this video. Instead of just looking at it for fat loss, look at it for health benefits. Lots of research continues to be done on the topic, and I feel like it's something that's going to be expanding in the future, and there's a lot of good to come out of it. Guys, thank you as always for rolling with us today. If you are looking for online coaching, head over to firstbornathletics.com. Let's work together. Don't forget to like the video. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please consider subscribing for future content. We will see you guys on the next video.